Hi, I'm Evelyn Alemanni. I've written 8 books on flower arranging using cut flowers just from my own garden, and these are all from my garden. Now typically florists will use floral foam, but when I saw the Ihort media, I thought it would be perfect as a substitute for floral foam, not only because it seemed sturdier to me, but it's also biodegradable and compostable. And because I'm using flowers from my own garden and I'm composting all the time, that's very important to me not to be taking leftovers to the landfill. So this was a proof of concept for the type of flower arrangement that you would do for a very big event or a special celebration. And typically, if you were using floral foam, you'd have to tape it down, you'd have to cover it with chicken wire. And in this case, I didn't do any of that. I just put the Ihort media right in the container and started putting my stems in, and it's really solid and supportive and structurally sound. I wanted you to see the back of this arrangement. I didn't finish it intentionally so that you could see the Ihort media and how sturdy it is and how well it holds water. It's going to keep these flowers fresh for a long time. When I first decided to try the Ihort media for flower arrangements, I wanted to make a side-by-side comparison. So I got glass vases so I could see what was going on with the stems, and made identical arrangements, one in floral foam, one with the Ihort media. And I used identical plants. Now originally these had nice flowers with them, but the flowers have since faded. So what happened with the floral foam is you can see the water's kind of cloudy. It's not smelling very nice, and the leaves are rotten here on this one plant. And this one has actually grown roots, but they're outside of the floral foam. And overall, the health of these plants is not particularly great. On the other hand, on these, with the Ihort media, you see that the plants are robust, and you can tell that they've rooted because the roots are coming out of the media into the water. And they look very healthy and happy, and they're just doing great. So the Ihort media comes in a lot of different shapes and sizes, and I like this one. It looks like a chocolate cake when you start out to use it. This originally had lots of roses and gerberas in it, and I used the succulents as a base. Well, I made the bouquet about 5 weeks ago, and in the meantime, all the flowers, of course, have disappeared, but the succulents have rooted, and they're just happy and healthy. Just take a look at the roots on this. Sustainable weddings are a popular trend right now, and so I tried doing side-by-side comparisons with floral foam and with the Ihort media in these nosegay holders. So this one has the floral foam, this one has the Ihort media, and you can see that the result, these are 4 weeks old. The result is pretty good. The flowers have passed, but the succulents are doing really well. Because sustainable flowers are really important to me, I like the Ihort media a lot because it's biodegradable, it's compostable, and it comes in all kinds of shapes and sizes. Here's one example, here's another example, a nice cylinder. Imagine what you could do with that. And look at this, if you were doing a big event, you could even do a wall of flowers with the Ihort media. It absorbs water quickly and well. And look at this. You can't do this with floral foam. If you did that with floral foam, it would crumble in your hands. But this is like a wonderful sponge. It absorbs water, and you can let it dry out and re-wet it and reuse it. It's just terrific. Very sturdy and stable. You see it's not tearing when I squeeze it, so I can squeeze it into a vase, and it's not going to break. I can get really creative with it. I can use scissors or a serrated knife, and it's very easy to cut. The residue is compostable. If you just want to tear it apart with your fingers, that works too. And with these little crumbs that are left, you can actually mix that with your potting soil and grow stuff. Here's another test that I did. I wanted to try a large bouquet and a large piece of the Ihort media to see whether it would last. And the result was not only did it last, but it's so sturdy that I've had 5 different bouquets in the same media. I haven't replaced the water, and you can see that the water hasn't gotten cloudy or moldy or nasty. And this is some of the filler material from the very first bouquet. So what I'm going to do next is add some fresh flowers to this and use the same filler, and you'll see what the finished product looks like, and also how sturdy this media is after 5 different bouquets. Okay, so here's the final product. This is bouquet number 6 in the same sustainable media. You saw it just took a few minutes to put it together. The media is still very sturdy. It's easy to get the stems into it. There's a variety of roses in here. Everything came from my garden. You recognize the roses, of course. These yellow ones are Alstroemeria. There are some Gerberas, and this beautiful yellow is Acacia. If you want to see more of my bouquets, check out my website, allea.com, allea.com. You'll see some bouquets, and you can also order my books there. But while you're at it, also check out ihort.com.